Good morning, world. In the other video, we talked about signs that one may be engaged in a toxic relationship. But of course, once you've identified an issue with a relationship, the next step is going to be to fix it. And that is why today we're talking about 5 tips for dealing with toxic relationships or toxic people. One is to talk to the person involved, because sometimes it happens that the person may have made a shift that they did not even notice. They may not even realize the level of negativity, the level of toxicity that they are bringing into your life. So bring it up, talk to the person, share the things that you are witnessing, and of course share the feelings that they bring up. Because when the person engages in certain behaviors, they may do things and think, you can't take a joke, or they say things jokingly, but of course that whatever it is that they're saying is hurtful to you. So bring it up, make sure that they understand that they're bringing negativity and how it makes you feel. 2, engage in action to shift the course of that relationship. Because again, it may take more than you saying the words. Sometimes it may take you helping that person make that shift from that negative relationship to turning it into a more positive relationship, more positive interactions. So start changing the course of the relationship. Try to engage them in more positive action, more positive conversations, and just do everything you can to shift the relationship from a negative to a positive. 3, expand your network. One of the reasons that toxic relationships can last as long as they do is often because people they feel that the other person in that relationship fills a place that they don't know how to replace. It's like the person has a certain value in your relationship, and because of that value, you don't want to lose them. So you put up with whatever they're bringing in order to have whatever that value is. But when you expand your relationship, when you have more resources, especially in a friendship type relationship where it's not a partner, it's a friend, expand your resources. Have other places where you can get whatever it is that this person brings into that relationship, whatever contribution this person is making to your life. How else can you get that contribution made? Because when you have other options, other resources, it becomes easier to be able to let go of something or a relationship or a person that is bringing negativity into your life. 4, implement sources for replenishment. Because engaging in toxic relationships, anytime you're dealing with a toxic person, they are draining. They're taking a lot from you. They're sucking your energy. They're sucking your happiness. And when you have someone doing that, when someone is sucking the life out of you, you have to have another way of replenishing. So for every 5 minutes that this toxic person was draining you, you need to have a way of getting 10 minutes of that positive energy back, 10 minutes of that positive interaction back. So make sure that you have a way of getting your happy back after you've dealt with those people. 5, create distance. Because no matter how much we want to, no matter how many times we put forth, how much effort we put forth, sometimes it doesn't work. Toxic people are not necessarily going to be ready to change or want to change simply because you're asking them, simply because you want them to change. If you cannot make a shift in that relationship, if you cannot remove that toxicity in that relationship, it may be that time where you need to make a shift out of that relationship. So find ways to create distance from that person, depending on what the actual relationship, maybe it's a spouse, maybe it's a family member. It may not be easy to completely cut them out of your life, but at least find ways to start creating distance until it becomes possible or necessary to completely cut them out. Quick recap. 1, talk to the person, because sometimes they may not realize how terribly they are making your life. So they may not realize the toxicity they're bringing into your life. So talk to them. 2, engage in shifting the course of the relationship. Sometimes you can lead by positive action. You can lead by example and do things to try to shift the relationship from that negative relationship to a more positive relationship. 3, expand your network, because when you have other resources, other options for getting that value that this person brings to your life, it can become easier to let them go if it becomes necessary. 4, implement sources for replenishment, because when you're dealing with people, toxic people in toxic relationships, they're draining you, they're taking a lot from you. So you have to have a way of getting whatever they're taking back. And finally, create distance. At some point, it may become necessary to remove that person, to remove that toxicity from your life. As I always say, you want as much toxicity in your life as you want poison in your food. So if it becomes necessary to cut that relationship, to completely sever, or to create some distance, make sure you're starting to slowly, gradually get that person out of your life, at least to remove that toxic energy that they are bringing. And that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have a great day.